And action. Hi, welcome to today's meditation. If you're watching on the boob tube, please hit like and subscribe. If you're watching over here, please hit a like, give it a follow. All right, now that the housekeeping is out of the way, let's get into today's meditation. Enough talking. Let's take a deep breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. And you are exhaling out your mouth. Picture the golden roots that tether you to Mother Earth coming out the bottom of your feet. Growing stronger and thicker with each exhale. With your inhales, seeing that light coming back through those roots into your feet, up the legs, going higher and higher with each inhale, filling you. Now, with your inhale, see that golden light opening up above your head, going up, up, up into the sky. And with your exhales, pulling that golden light down. Feel that connection now between Mother Earth and Father Sky. Feel your shoulders drop, your jaw soften, your chest expanding with every breath. Place your hand over your heart. Feel that steady rhythm, your heartbeat. This is a reminder that we are alive, we are present, and we are capable of healing. With each inhale now, invite peace. And with each exhale, release tension. Peace. Release tension. Ah. Peace. Release tension. Ah. Going deeper and deeper into that space. Keep breathing in, drawing in that calm golden earth energy. Keep breathing out any tightness or heaviness in your chest. You are grounded now. You are safe. And you are supported by earth as you begin to release. Now, gently bring to mind someone who has caused you pain. Maybe multiple people, and that's okay. You don't have to justify, excuse, or minimize what happened. That's not what we're doing here. Simply acknowledge the truth of what you feel. Be honest with yourself. These people hurt me. These people hurt me. They hurt my feelings. Be honest. Notice what arises in your body. Is it tension, heat, sadness, resistance? Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Allow these sensations to exist without judgment. This is our safe space to feel. Let's feel what's happening right now. It's okay. Now imagine holding this person or these people, not in the physical form, but as an energy or a silhouette of light. Imagine if this person perhaps is like in a ball in your hand. They are a reflection of the human experience, flawed, yet learning and growing, just like you. Mm. Quietly repeat in your mind. I release the hold this pain has had on me. I release the pain I release the hold this pain has had on me. I release the hold this pain has had on me. I choose to free myself from resentments. I choose to free myself from resentments. I choose to free myself from resentments. Feel that in your heart space. Feel that love growing. See the energy between you, dense cords, dark threads, tangled emotions. With your breath and your intention, begin to dissolve these cords in light. Each exhale unravels what no longer serves your highest frequency. Be that light taking over that dark. Untangling and becoming a web of love instead, because that is what we weave. Magic, love, light. You are not forgiving to condone. You are forgiving to reclaim your peace. You are choosing to rise higher, lighter, freer. Feel that. You gotta feel lighter right now. We weave the dreams. We create the magic. We shine the light. And it has to come from within us. Feel your energy field expanding with each inhale. Like your aura is clearing, brightening, and returning to its natural state of radiance. In this space, we remember who we are. We remember what we do. We are guided and remember how to do it. Remembering to breathe throughout these meditations. Place both your hands over your heart again. Feel the warmth there. Now imagine that radiant golden white light within your chest glowing brighter with every breath. This is our true frequency. Love. Love that transcends pain. Love that restores balance. Breathe in this light and silently affirm to yourself, I am returning to my natural vibration of love. I honor my emotions and I release what no longer aligns. My peace is my power. Visualize your entire body filled with this luminous energy. Your chi, your love. It's cleansing your mind, your emotions, your spirit. Let your heart expand so much that forgiveness becomes freedom. You are no longer tethered to the past. You are grounded in light, vibrating in peace. Say to yourself, I choose peace over pain. Forgiveness frees me and raises my vibration. I honor my emotions without letting them define me. My energy is sacred and I protect it with love. I release resentment and return to joy. I am a vessel of light, grounded in compassion. I forgive myself and others with ease and grace. Every breath I take is a step closer to freedom. Take three deep inhales and exhales here on your own. I forgive. I release. I rise. Allow a soft smile now to form on your face. Let's join hands quickly before we come out of this meditation and extend that love from our heart space down to Mother Earth, loving her, thanking her, holding space for those out there who need love, resilience, strength, hope, grace, forgiveness. And see that light come back to us. And let's go ahead whenever you are ready, slowly bringing yourself back to this space. We are going to actually there um the intuition test. There is writing on a card that I am holding in my hand. What color is the ink that the writing is in? And I'm telepathically sending it to you as well. So let's see who's going to speak louder, me or your guides, because you're going to get whatever color you need to receive today. Three, two, one. All right. Purple, red. What about over here on the zoom, and a zoom? I knew Amanda was gonna have to run. Yellow, pink, yellow, purple. Mm, pink, a lot of pink, purple, red, yellow. Anybody else? Yellow. Anybody? Orange, but you saw red. And that, you know what, Crystal? All right, Rebecca, have a good day. That makes sense because you've been working on your root and your sacral chakra. It was gold. That was from my fairy godmother, Patty, who made these believers. So I came down here at 5:05 a.m. And as soon as I sat down and turned on my lights, boom, power went out, complete darkness. And I was like, me no likey that. So I like ran upstairs and my husband said that it was going in and out all night. And I'm like, that's great. And then every time the lights come on, these lights in the living room were going on. And I was like, they weren't on when the power went off. And he's like, they just do that. And I was like, but they didn't do it every time. They just did it the last two times. But anyway, anywho, that meditation that got me right here. I saw two people, and when it said, what emotions were you feeling? Two people, I was feeling sadness. Two people, I felt resentments. Like when I was looking at them, I was like, I feel sad about this. I feel sad about this. I'm resentful about this. I'm resentful about this. And seeing those chords turn into love, and when they said to hold them and see them also as a human experience. And I know this. Like people pay me to tell them this. And I know this. So this is an interesting space that I'm moving through because it's like it seems like those chords to those people specifically are just it's like an umbilical cord. Rebecca said, I have all battery candles. I do have battery candles. Listen, I came prepared. I had all these candles and I brought them here because I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna sit in the basement, just sit here in the dark and drink my coffee. So I went up back up to bed and then came back down at like 5:50. And I did the meditation up there. Um, but yeah, this when it says to look at them and their experience and see them as the flawed humans just like we are, and you always hear the one thing that I could not stand was when you don't like somebody or whatever, whatever, it's a reflection of you. And it's true. And that's why I said so this whole football thing, right? This is what I love, and this is why I know I'm in a good space. I'm not really resentful against certain people. I've gotten over that. It's the whole system that I'm like, mm-mm. And I'm not even resentful about it. It's like there needs to be a change, period. And I'm gonna speak up about it. And that's what I said to them too. I was like, I don't need, they were like, stop arguing or we're gonna remove you. And I was like, remove me. You guys don't listen anyway. And then I love how they lied, and that's when they removed me. The one guy was like, and because that's what I said, I go, and you know what sucks? I go, we can't even join the board. We can't even have a say because you guys control that too. And the one guy was like, we've never stopped anyone from joining the board. And I know a father that they stopped. And I was like, that's a lie. You absolutely have. Because I know somebody that tried to join and you didn't let him join. I go, you think us parents don't talk? You think we haven't talked? Yeah. I go, you think we have us? Thank you, Christine. You think us parents don't talk? And we were like, there's a problem. What's the solution? Maybe some of us should join the board, put our money where our mouth is. You got a problem? Join the board then. And we were like, you know what? That's a good idea. So a couple of us, not me, were like, yeah, none of them got put on the board. So I said that. And then when he was like, we've let people, I go, that's a lie. That's when, that's when I was removed. Hi, Kia Ora. So,
And it's happening all over the place in small settings, in large scale settings, everywhere, because the people are finally speaking up. The people are saying, wait a minute, this isn't right. And when some of them are speaking up, more are like, yes, this isn't right. And that's when it shifts. This is it. Pluto goes direct into Aquarius today, like today. And so that is it. This is the things that have happened over 200 years ago, we have not experienced this energy yet. This is powerful.
I'm here for it. I don't care.
I love it.
And I said to them, it was so funny because they said so, and I was like, you know what the problem is? You guys don't want to acknowledge the problem. What you do is you make people like me who speak up, you make me the problem. But you know what's great? I don't have a problem with that. I was like, I don't care if you guys don't like me. And I was like, here's the thing, until you guys will not recognize the cancer until the cancer takes over. So good luck with that. And I put the three fingernail polish emojis. And here's the best part. I commented, and then another mom commented, and then what do the one of the coach, and then two fathers commented. Do you know what one of the coaches said? Ladies, this is not the place for this. Ladies,
Ew.
the fathers spoke up too. Ew.
Ew.
If that didn't speak
What
volumes right
century
there,
are we in, sir?
ladies, ladies, please.
Sir.
Two fathers also spoke up. And you know what I love? One of the coaches was like, this is not the time or place for this. Another father spoke up and was like, with all due respect, this is absolutely the time and place for this. I've spoken up. You guys haven't done anything. A couple fathers asked to be coaches so that their sons could have up. They told them no, but then let other oh, happy birthday to your daughter, Rebecca. Do you know what I mean? But then let other people do it. And here's the thing, this isn't new. There's literally movies. They make movies about this. They make movies about this. And everybody's like, oh, that was such a good movie, right? What's such a happy ending? But that doesn't happen in real life. Why the fuck not? Why not? Why? Because people in real life are scared to speak up. Because in the movies, the bad guy loses. But in real life, the bad guy always well, seems to always win because people don't speak up. I don't care. I'll speak up. And thank God I have strong children. Do you know what I mean? Because I think about that. Because what happens? You speak up and then your kids get ostracized. But thank God my kids have friends and their parents are strong people too. You know what I mean? So it's like, no. My son, one of his besties, his mom got kicked off the Game Changer app last year. She's the coach's wife. So her
Shift, just keep shifting in love. That's all you have to do.
and
Like
that's
shift in love. And that's what everyone's doing. And like these systems don't necessarily have to crumble, but let's rebuild or like restructure, like you said, let's do it for the children. Isn't that what
united
it's
for
about?
children. That's what this is about. And it's like literally, you know what's so crazy? Our youth program did not exist for 8 years. So then what happened was our middle school boys and our high school boys, by the time they started playing, were getting injured really badly because they were playing against all these other schools who have been developing their kids since kindergarten. So a couple of dads, and I would love to be grateful. Do you know what I mean? Like, thank you. Decided to rebuild the program. But again, what did they do? They developed it for themselves. And then here's the part. Other parents aren't saying we don't want to help. Like, we'll help. But they block you. They make the board. They make the choices. They make the decisions. They decide who gets to be coach and who doesn't. They get to decide who plays and who doesn't. Here's the sad part. Like, they try to say it was my son's size. There's a kid who this is his first year and he's a little one. He's a little guy, but his dad's a coach. He plays offense and defense, stays in the whole game. It's his first year. So don't tell me it's that. They try to gaslight me and say it's size. We don't want people to get injured. So then why is this kid who has never played, why is he playing? And there's kids who this is their third year on the sidelines. Why is it that that kid gets to play both and then five kids stand on, it's not just my kid either. And that's why I stood up. And you know what's so funny is that the couple of people that also spoke up, their kids aren't even in my kids' division. Their kids are older and they spoke up too. So that's why the guy was like, this
This is
isn't just,
amazing. That's so
yeah,
amazing. It is. Everyone is tired of being
everyone's
gaslighted.
tired.
We are not, we are not children. We are not
You're not
soldiers. We are
children.
not slaves.
And
We
I'm
are
not an
not,
idiot.
we're not idiots. We are not programmed anymore. We are standing in our love and light. And we know that it's not right. So we will shift it.
Wait, listen, Marie on TikTok says, went through this stuff when my daughter was in cheer. You know who the cheer coach is? The football coach's wife, the one that didn't play my son. His
Oh, for
son,
crying out loud. Who loves high school?
and this is what I tried to say. Maria's like, of course. And listen, this is recorded on YouTube, and we just meditated on going with love. So that's why I said resentments. Like, and this is why I said I so need these meditations for myself because I have to remember who I am. I have to remember that if how I speak and how I move is going to be a reflection or it's going to be growth, you know? And that's why I said I spoke up, not just for me, for all of the kids. And that's why I said some of the parents who, do you know what I mean? It wasn't about me being resentful against these people. It was me speaking up. Because, you know, like I said, was so crazy is most of my DMs were people that said, "I'm so sorry that I can't speak up in in the app, but I just want you to know I support you." And I'm like, you don't listen, do not apologize. I'll speak up. I don't care. One mom was like, "You are so brave." Real shit. She's like, "You are so brave." She was like, "I just can't speak up the way you do." And she's like, "You just," and they kept coming at me and I kept doubling down. I kept doubling down. I kept doubling down. I did not back down in Game Changer. I kept pointing out more stuff. When they said stuff, I was like, "Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh yeah?"
You are brave, and we need more Kims in our life.
I was like,
I'll
"Okay."
need a Kim in our life, and
I
then
was
we need to, yeah. I
I was
mean,
not scared. I kept
you
doubling
are
down.
brave.
I
You
kept
are, because
doubling.
no, and then
I'm
as
like,
soon all of those
"You're
people who had
lying."
their voice,
Yep.
all of the people, they were like, yeah, yeah, what she said, what she said.
Two dads were like, they messaged me. They said, "Hell yeah, Kim." They were like, "Oh my God." They were like, "Good for you, Kim. Thanks for speaking up." Dad, couple of parents I don't even know messaged me on Game Changer.
That's awesome.
I
That's so
never even
great.
spoke to these dads, and they were like, "Thank you for," they messaged me privately, and they were like, "Thank you for speaking up." I was like, "No problem, bro. I'll keep doing it." And you know what I said too? I was like, "Don't worry, I don't need Game Changer app. I have much bigger avenues to advocate, like my TikTok that has 44,000 people. TikTok, can you please start playing my videos?" My videos aren't getting love, but that's okay. I'm like, "Come on." And you know what I said? Here's the thing too. I gotta be honest. I'm menopausing. So I have to remember, is this a thought? Is this rage? Is this my higher self? Because, oh, and listen, because I'm going to make a video about this, right? People always ask, how do you know if it's your higher self? How do you know if it's ego? Well, let me tell you. When all these parents started DMing me, do you know what my ego did? My ego was like, oh my goodness, hell yeah. I started snapshotting them. I started blacking out all the names and everything. And I was going to make a TikTok like me standing up to the whole football thing. I didn't send that message to my division. I sent it to all the divisions. And I was like, here's all these people backing me up. I did the first one. And then I was like, this is a lot of time and energy that I'm going to be spending for what? For what? What am I doing? Gloating? Sh- My ego said gloating. Look at me. Look at me. So I stopped because I was like, that's my higher self was like, look at you go. Look at you, Petty Betty. Are you feeling good right now? Is that making you feel better? And then I was like, ugh. So I stopped. It's for me. It's just for me to know that I'm not alone. You know what I mean? That people are like, thank you. Do you know what I mean? Like, Christine saying lead by example by not being petty too. Do you know what I mean? But I won't stop speaking up. I was yelling at my husband about something, and he looks at me and says, "Is your patch on?" Oh my God, your menopause patch. That is hilarious. We've been lied to about menopause. This is gaslighting too. Doctors tell women it's hormones when they don't have the answers. It's our liver and just needs clean eating. Listen, Christine, thank you because I don't feel rage. And that's why, honestly, too, like, and I appreciate all the things that people have been giving me, but here's what I say though, too. Like, my ancestors didn't have all this stuff when they were going through it, right? Our bodies know what to do. Our bodies are its own natural ecosystem. Our bodies know what to do. So I'm letting my body do what it needs to do. You feel rage? No, Maria. And that's why I said I don't feel rage. Like that's I told somebody the other day, I said it the other day, I was like, I'm giving myself like big pats on the back because honestly, I don't feel rage. Like when I was, when you feel anger and you're like messaging somebody and you're going and you feel those emotions? I didn't feel any of that when I was like messaging. And that's how I knew that I was in, that's why I also kept doubling down because I wasn't like, oh yeah, oh yeah. I was just like, oh, okay, well then let me point this out. Oh, okay, well, let me make this point then. Okay, you're trying to gaslight me and tell me my son's not athletic. See, that's funny. Oh, you're trying to tell me it's because of size. No, because there's somebody smaller. Oh, you're trying to say you let us join the board. That's a lie. No, you didn't. And I didn't do it. I didn't hear not one older woman when I was a kid complain about it, right? I saw my mom going through it and but that's what I mean. Like, yeah, it's clean liver, clean eating, all of that. Yeah, it's your liver is near your sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is where all of those organs and everything is. So, Christine, that makes total sense. Exactly. Um, but I want to stay healthy. I want to stay happy. I want to remember who I am, and I'm not petty Betty. I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? So I'm just going through this space. And like I said, it's about being honest. Let's take a look. Who are we? Where is there a cord between us and the other people that are around us? What's really happening? And let's break those cords. We have the power to do that. We can break those cords. All right, with that being said, I'm going to, oh, and when Christine says we've been lied to about menopause, we've been lied to about everything, Christine. It is literally programming. I didn't know this. I follow this guy who does a lot of, it's called Humanity Archives on Instagram, and he does a lot of like informational posts about history. I didn't know this, but did you know there was a term for slaves who didn't want to be enslaved? Like if you were a slave and you were like, this is not okay. Like I want to be free. I want to be a free person. There was a term for that, like saying that you were crazy. Like who doesn't want to be a slave? Like you're nuts. Like that's called blah 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 or whatever the term was. I was like, that is like the programming that goes deep, 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 deep. And that's why I said there are some places. I think that's why I haven't raged because, putting those people in that bubble and seeing, and that's where I make myself curious because I'm like, how come I can do it for most people, but I can't do it for like this handful? Like seeing them as the flawed humans that I am as well. And not flawed. We're not flawed. There's nothing wrong with us. Seeing them as the spirits going, seeing them as the spiritual beings as they are, going through the human experiences that they're going through. I don't like that word flawed. I'm not flawed. I am not flawed, okay? I go through experiences just like they are. And I have to remember that. The remembering, the awakening. That's where the magic is. So that was today's meditation. I'll see you bitches mañana. I love you. And Karina, let's set the intention to go on this Zoom so that I can record because we haven't had a Karina meditation on the Zoom on the YouTube in a while. So let's set the intention to go on this one. All right.
That's awesome. Okay, sounds good. I love
Okay.
you. Thank you. This was so incredibly powerful. Thank you so much. I love
Yeah,
you.
I needed it. And I'm looking forward to you leading and me being able to go into that space. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes. Okay, love you.
Love you guys.